Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. Athas POV. I should go back and get my friends out of here. Taehyung's mind said, but his ears are still trying to hear any sound. There is no sound for a few seconds before they heard shouts from pain. Taehyung can tell it's just by hearing it. Then his leg started walking towards the shouts. Taehyung walked for 10 minutes before the sounds started increasing. Taehyung is near to them. He walked with caution, looking around very carefully. He doesn't want to die today. Don't make me kill you painfully. Open your mouth already. Taehyung's heart already fell at the familiar voice. Taehyung gulped, rubbing his forehead as he walked slowly without making any sound. Okay then, I can't do anything if you want to have a painful death. Taehyung stopped breathing when he heard the same voice again. Then he heard someone shout of pain. Pause. Taehyung heard a deep voice of a female. Taehyung followed by a light, more like a torch, dancing around the area. They stood almost near him. Taehyung quickly dodged behind a tree. He turned off his torch, leaned his back to the tree, trying to hear whatever it was. Yes, the familiar voice said, very familiar, that the person that voice belongs to Seo. Stayed with him every night, his husband. Thank God, his body shaking as he leaned back onto the tree. Nothing was. The same female voice said, call Namjoon. Taehyung heard his husband say. Everything went silent for a second before they heard some unknown voice through the phone. That someone spoke in deep voice in English. They could not understand what the person is saying. Then he heard the person who is crying in pain reply back in English. Excellent, Jungkook. I know I can count on you. Taehyung heard the same person from phone say to Jungkook in accent, that's good, John. You want me to kill or let him go? Taehyung heard Jungkook ask. Taehyung's mouth wide open in shock. His mouth went dry as he started sweating even more. Please don't kill me. I told you everything, the man exclaimed. Kill him. Taehyung heard the person from the phone say, followed by a short Taehyung gasped loud but quickly covered his mouth as they sat down, digging his back onto the tree. A few tears traveled down his cheeks. It was like a nightmare. Everything is happening fast. Taehyung can't even think what to do at this point. You heard that? Are you? Taehyung heard some new voice say, a male voice. Taehyung is so close to cry out loud. He clenched his palm tightly over his mouth, not letting any sound come out of from him except the loud breath from his nose that he could not even control. You heard that too, Jinsey? Are you? The female voice asked. Stop playing around, Jane. Are you? Jungkook said in a warning tone, making everyone shut their mouth. Taehyung silently leaned over to look at what's happening. There was a car, a black one. Jungkook sat on the hood of the car with a weapon in his hand. He is wearing his black outfit that he used to wear when he was sneaking out. Black t-shirt, black pants. Then there a girl stood. She stood to the left side of Jungkook. She seems young, around 19 maybe. She was black skin. She wore black skin tight jeans with a zipped up leather jacket along with leather boots. Then there is a guy too handsome to be real. He seems elder in age as the girl. He is wearing a blue shirt and a black jeans. These two bodies are lying on the ground with bullets on their chest, whose faces are unknown to Taehyung. There is red liquid around those bodies which almost made Taehyung poke. Almost. Another man is kneeling beside the two dead bodies. His hand are hold behind him and a cloth covering his face. Next one, Jungkook said lazily as he swung the weapon back and forth in his right hand and scrolling through his phone in his left hand. The girl I walked to the kneeling man and revealed the cloth from his face. Boss, the girl said when she noticed her boss is still scrolling through the phone. Huh? Yes. Jungkook said, smiling at a screen. Yes, Lee, right? Jungkook asked, looking at the man. Yes, boss, the man replied. So, Mr. Lee, Namjoon asked me to kill you because you stole his 100 million project. Jungkook spoke, then looked up from his phone when he heard no reply. Are you listening, Mr. Lee? Jungkook asked, followed by Jin kicking the man's face. Taehyung could hear that he heard a bone cracking sound. Taehyung's palm twisted in furious. He cannot just sit there and let his husband kill people for what? Money? The guy almost fell, but Taehyung catch his shoulder and made him kneel again. Now are you listening? Jungkook asked again, this time in serious voice. How much money did Namjoon give you? The man groaned in pain as he spoke. Red liquid flowed out of his nose from the former kick from Jin. Hearing closely the sound like an old man but not very old. Maybe around Taehyung's father's dad's age. I will give you double, please spare me, boss. The guy shouted, looking at Jungkook. Really? You will pay me 80 million? Jungkook asked, without taking his eyes from the phone. Yes, I will pay you 100 million. Please let me go. The man shouted, hope showing on his face some tempting offer. Jungkook clenched, finally taking his eyes from his phone. Jin, call your boyfriend. Jungkook said. Soon Jin brought an iPad from his car and FaceTime with Namjoon, turning the camera to Jungkook. So Jun, Lee just gave me an awesome offer. Jungkook spoke, pointing his weapon at the man who is kneeling on the ground. What? The man, Namjoon shouts through his phone. 100 million. He said he will give me 100 million if I spare him. Jungkook repeated, I don't want this deal. Just kill that chick. Namjoon replied from another side, do you have anything to say? Lee, do you still want pay the double price? Jungkook asked. Taehyung can hear the smirk on his husband's face. What is he doing? Taehyung shouted in his mind. The guy did not reply. He just stared at Jungkook hardly hatefully. 2 million is 60% of my company. I am not giving it up. You can kill me. The man stared at Jungkook like he is not afraid of to die. Okay, as you wish, as you say. Jungkook clenched. Taehyung felt sick hearing that. How can Jungkook be that relaxed? How can be so cool but killing someone? Okay, June, I am killing him once you send me the money. Jungkook looked at the screen. Now, okay? The man Namjoon said. Yes. Jungkook replied in serious tone. Then the call went off. Everything was silent for a few seconds before Jungkook's phone tinged with the message. Good, Jungkook said, kneeling, keeping the phone away. Go on, Jin, Jungkook said, motioning his hand to Jin. What? No. Taehyung shouts. He did not plan to. Taehyung was so into that conversation he did not realize he said that out. Oh my god, Taehyung hissed under his breath. Ayu, go check it. The boy scene shouts at the girl. Freak it, Taehyung exclaimed, jumping out from his hiding spot. His face flushed red, his eyes red with some fallen tears. His clothes became dirty due to his hiding behind the tree. He looks like he fell onto an animal trap and managed to get free somehow. Jungkook slid down from the hood of the car and shock teeth clenched together as he was catched red-handed. He quickly threw the weapon to the ground, planning to act something and get over it. But once he looked at Taehyung, he knew there is nothing to cover up. Taehyung knew everything already. Silly. Jungkook hissed, rubbing his face. It's his time to sweat. Taehyung, who was looking at his friend's tiger ready to kill in catch by Ayu. Let go, Taehyung shouts, trying to pry his body from the girl Ayu, who is around. Taehyung did not expect her to be this strong. He saw her muscles flexing under her jacket as she catch him in place. Let go, I will. Jungkook shouts when his hands are forced behind him painfully. Ayu! Jungkook shouted at her angrily. That made her let go of Taehyung with wide eyes as she stumbled back. Freak! Jungkook hissed as he stepped forward. Taehyung, baby, did she hurt? Jungkook was caught up by a slap on his cheek. Jungkook hissed, rubbed his cheek. He looked up to see Taehyung looking at him with rage filled eyes. Jungkook gulped, looking around, rubbing his cheek. Everything went silent. Both Ayu and Jin stood there with wide mouths as they watched the scene. Baby, Jungkook started as he sneaked his one more look at the furious Taehyung. There is nothing to worry. Taehyung again slapped him so hard that there was a red print of Taehyung's fingers formed on Jungkook's cheeks instantly. Ouch! Jungkook winced, rubbing his cheek furiously. His both partners winced at that like they are the one who got slapped. Shut it up, Jungkook, Taehyung growled, catching Jungkook by his collar of this t-shirt. Then Taehyung stated as he looked at Jungkook like Taehyung could not believe it. I did not, Jin did. Jungkook spoke in a high-pitched voice. Taehyung must have laughed so hard if the situation was different. I'm not. I did. Jin stuttered. When Taehyung turned to look at him, Jin doesn't want to get slapped like his boss. Jungkook gave a sort of look, but acted normally when Taehyung looked back at Jungkook. What are you doing? This for Jungkook, Taehyung asked. He is serious this time. Jungkook has no choice to back away or brush it off like usual. For money? You are killing for money? Taehyung shouts on Jungkook's face. Baby, calm down. You know this all it's Jungkook don't want to say where to start. He was looking around, not knowing how to deal with this. Jin and Ayu are nervous too. They don't know why their boss is scared of some guy and got slapped twice by him and hadn't done anything. Jungkook raised his hand to catch Taehyung's hand, which holding his collar tightly. Jungkook was worried Taehyung may tear his shirt off. Don't freaking touch me, Taehyung said in an angry tone, almost warning. Don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell me to not to worry, Taehyung said through gritting his teeth, barely holding his anger. Answer me. Are you killing people for money? Taehyung asked. Jungkook looked at her for a second before nodding. Jungkook looked away, but Taehyung made Jungkook look at him by tugging on his collar. That's what you did all these days? All those sneaking out? Freak Hun was correct. He saw you killing someone. You did all that for money too? Taehyung asked, expecting a real answer this time, not more. Don't worry about it. Taehyung had enough of them. He got Jungkook red-handed. He will not let this go this time, no matter what. Yes, Jungkook mumbled, looking straight into Taehyung's eyes. Taehyung looked at Jungkook like he was so done with everyone and everything. Baby, calm down, Jungkook said. Once Taehyung pushed him away and releasing his collar, Jungkook stepped forward to hold Taehyung but received a wild glare which made him step away. Boss, OAG, are you? Whispered to Jungkook once Taehyung started pacing, rubbing his face. Tae was thinking he was trying to take in everything he just heard and saw. My husband, Jungkook whispered back. Husband, are you? Exclaimed in surprise, making Taehyung turn to look at her. Then Jin and then Jungkook. What's your name? Taehyung asked. He still looked like he wanted to skin Jungkook alive there. Seeing their boss, Jungkook is scared of Taehyung. These two fellows automatically felt scared of Taehyung. Seokjin, Jin said, looking at Jungkook for help, more like save me from slaps. Taehyung narrowed his eyes at Jin. I saw you before, Taehyung asked, thinking as himself, Jin, in the party meeting, Seokjin. Taehyung's eyebrows are rising into his hair. Why does he look like the one of 5 people in the meeting? When I tried to embarrass Jungkook, Taehyung demanded. Jin tensed at the tone. Jin was there in the meeting. Jungkook mumbled, still rubbing his cheek. Taehyung scoffed at that. You tell me everything now, Taehyung demanded, poking Jungkook's chest with his finger. Jungkook looked around, taking his hand off from his face. Taehyung had printed on his cheeks all 5 fingers. Taehyung flinched at that sight. Let's talk about it when we get home, Jungkook said, more like ask. You traveled 5 hours to come here for what? To kill them? How can? Taehyung trailed off, not knowing what to say. Help me. The man who was kneeling silently all this time, he spoke once he realized the situation. Please help me, the guy pleaded. I have a wife and children to take care of. Please help me, sir. Please let me go, the man begged. Looking at Taehyung, baby, Jungkook took the hold of Taehyung's hand, letting him hesitation slip from the guy. Let's go home, Jungkook said. Taehyung can still hear the man begging, even though Tae is looking at Jungkook. Let's go. Let him go, Jungkook, Taehyung said, pointing at the guy. Don't kill him, Taehyung said again. Baby, that's not how. Silly baby, let's just go home. Jungkook spoke, but Taehyung scratched his hand away from Jungkook. Let him go, Jungkook, Taehyung said again. Jungkook sighed. And I'm not coming home with you, Taehyung added, making Jungkook's eyes wide. Baby, Jungkook exclaimed, holding Taehyung's hand to pull him near. Tae tried to shake him off, but Jungkook already pulled Tae into a force hug. Baby, please, I can explain, really. I will tell you everything. Please come with me. Baby, please, Jungkook held Tae so tight that Taehyung is lacking air to breathe. Taehyung pushed Jungkook away to breathe properly. That's not what I mean. I should go back to the hotel and join my friends. They will come searching for me if I don't go back, Taehyung said. You can tell them that we are going home, Jungkook suggested. What do you want me to say? Oh, I met my husband in the woods who is having fun with killing and making money. That I want to go home with him. Should I tell them that? Taehyung moved, making Jungkook look away in shame. Then I will walk you back. You may get lost in woods, Jungkook said. Oh, seems like you know woods very well. Is this your regular business sport? How great. Taehyung mocked Jungkook again. Baby, please, Jungkook sighed, looking at Taehyung. Tae shook his head. Let him go, Jungkook, Taehyung said, pointing at the man. You should go back before it gets dark, Jungkook said. You will let him go, right? Taehyung asked, almost pleading. Jin walked Taehyung to the other side. Don't let anyone see you, Jungkook said. nodding his head to Jin. Me? Jin asked, but still walked towards Taehyung with caution. Sir, Jin called. He felt weird calling Taehyung that. He never called anyone sir before. Jin called Jungkook as a boss too. Jungkook softly pulled Taehyung near and kissed him deep. Taehyung closed his eyes for a second and as he felt a kiss on his lips, but Taehyung quickly opened his eyes and pulled away lightly. Taekook, looking around, his eyes once again fell on Jungkook's cheeks. Keep some eyes to that, Taehyung whispered. They can't help but worry. He kissed Jungkook's cheek softly and stepped back to walk away with Jin behind him in a safe distance. Jungkook was smiling, touching his cheek, but hissed lightly when it throbbed. People are working 24 hours to earn money, but look at you, killing people for money, Taehyung asked after walking for 10 minutes, making Jin flinch. I am doing this for my brother. I need to make money for us, and my boyfriend is in this field too. I can't help but work in all this as I don't have any skills or anything else that I can do to earn. Jin replied, his head lowered. Work? What? Killing? Taehyung scoffed, disbelieving. Jin opened his mouth to speak but closed again. You can go now, Taehyung started but stopped when he heard shot. Taehyung's eyes went wide at that. He turned around to see Jin, who was sleeping. His steps backward and his palm over his cheeks. Walk straight with the rows of empty trees, Jin said without stopping his backward step. Vasa. Then he ran away. Taehyung palms formed into fist as he walked alone with the palm trees. It took him 2 hours to reach the other end where students stood in group talking to themselves and instructors talking onto phones with a worried trio in front of him. Taehyung, Jimin saw him first and ran to follow by the girls and instructors. Are you okay? We were so worried, Jin exclaimed, hugging Taehyung. I got lost in woods. I walked around randomly and finally got my back way. Taehyung explained, forcing a smile. Thank God I was a second away from calling the search team, instructor said, patting Taehyung's shoulder. Can I go to my room? I want to take some rest, Taehyung said. Of course, you don't have to join us in bonfire if you don't feel like take good rest, the instructor said, making Taehyung nod. Got to your rooms? Guys, all of you clean up, the instructor said, making everyone walk away. See you later, guys, Taehyung said and walked away to his shared room with Hani. That night, his friends went to the bonfire themselves since Taehyung was still sleeping. Hani did not come back to room that night. Sometime in the middle of the night, Taehyung saw Jimin sleeping in Hani's bed next to the next day went in the same way, with Taehyung staying in his room most of the time. The next day came soon. They were going home that morning. The last day, Taehyung opened his phone to see messages from Jungkook. After seeing time, he realized Jungkook was sending him text in middle of his killings. Huh, baby, what are you doing? I miss you already. Call me tonight. 5 hours felt like 50 hours with Jane sleeping beside him. Honey, I saw an issue fluttering in front seat when the bus pulled up in front of the campus. Finally, there he was, Jungkook with his car parked at the same spot from the other day, waiting to pick up Taehyung. There is no longer a red mark on his cheeks. Taehyung walked down the bus with his luggage, waiting for his friends to get down. Jimin's phone started ringing. By the second he got off the bus, his face turned red by the seeing the ID on the screen. Taehyung was not in mood to spy, so he let it be. Finally, Hani and Ishul stepped it down too. Okay then, see you guys later, Taehyung said, looking at his friends. Is there something wrong, Taehyung? Hani asked. No, what will go wrong? Taehyung laughed, but Hani did not look convinced. Call me if needed, she said, and Taehyung gave a dismissing smile, telling there is nothing wrong. Do you want to ride? Hani asked Ishil. Yes, please, I want to go home and sleep, Ishil said with all a smile. Jimin, what about you? Hani asked her friend. I have a ride. Jimin blushed, not wanting to mention someone is coming to pick him up. Oh, Hani teased Jimin, making Jimin blush. We will be leaving then, Hani said, hugged both Jimin and Taehyung. Surprisingly, Ishul hugged them too and told them she is down to hang out later only if they would like to. Taehyung said he would to hand with her again. Jimin told the same thing in different words. Ishul was all smiling once again. Bye, Taehyung said and stepped back as the girls walked away. Baby, Taehyung stopped and turned around. Jungkook gave a little smile and took hold of luggage from his hand. Then he leaned in and picked Taehyung's lips. Let's go. Jungkook took hold of Taehyung's hand and walked to the car. He opened the door for Taehyung and closed it behind. Jungkook turned the car and speed up onto the road. That's when Taehyung saw a familiar car through the rear view mirror. Jimin's car driving towards their campus. Baby, Jungkook took hold of Taehyung's hand and brought it on his lap. Shut up, Taehyung said, but did not take Jungkook's hand back. I'm sorry, baby. Jungkook tried again. Taehyung did not utter a word until they were home. Taehyung just opened the door, walked out onto the house. Jungkook parked the car and followed Tae with his luggage. Taehyung is sitting on the couch with his arm crossed over his chest, staring at the blank TV. Baby, Jungkook slid beside him, moving closer to Tae. Why did you kill him? I told her to let him go. Taehyung all but growled. Jungkook instantly put his hand to his cheek. Taehyung noticed it. What am I thinking? Hitting my husband? That's a bull. I'm sorry for that, Taehyung said. It's okay, baby, I deserve it, but that hurts a lot, Jungkook said, rubbing his cheek again. Tell me, why did you kill him? Taehyung asked back at it again. Jungkook said, leaning back onto the couch. Baby, I can't let him go. He will come after me. Later, if I let him go, he will come after you. Now that he saw you, I can't risk it. The person paid me. He will come after me for not doing what he asked after taking his money. Jungkook explained, looking at Taehyung. You have to understand, baby. It's complicated. I have to kill him. I'm so sorry, baby. Jungkook looked at Taehyung. Why, Jungkook? What did you do this for? Taehyung asked so helplessly as he wants just to throw himself off the bridge. He is so done with all this. Don't tell me it's for money. That's ridiculous. You have a lot of money, heck. Your family is the richest family in the country. Taehyung spoke, letting his face into his. That's not true, baby. Maybe a part of it. Jungkook spoke, making Taehyung look at him. My parents are richest family. That does not mean. Jungkook trailed off when he looked at Taehyung. Jungkook leaned in and kissed Taehyung's deep. Kiss me, baby, tell me you will always love me and never leave me. Jungkook spoke with his lips on Taehyung. Taehyung crossed his hand over Jungkook's neck and pulled him near as he kissed him back. I love you, Taehyung breathed when they pulled back a little to breathe. I love you so much. Then they are kissing again. After a few minutes of kissing, Taehyung assured Jungkook will not leave him or something like that until Jungkook is honest with him. Then Jungkook started speaking. Remember, I told you how I wanted to study music instead of business, but my parents did not accept with that, so I moved out and lived in rooms. Jungkook asked, looking at Taehyung. Taehyung nodded, remembering their conversation from the car when they drove back from the dinner their stepmother invited for. They thought if they cut out money for me, I will have no choice but came back home and do whatever they want me to do. Jungkook scoffed as he once again leaned back onto the couch, looking at the blank TV. To be continued. Everyone, there is 2 more episodes left of this story, and then we will start a new journey of with a new Taekook story. I hope you will enjoy these 2 episodes and then the new story that I will start. And I hope you will be happy and healthy. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.